Hey guys, you're watching Firewood on the Hill. My name is Matt. If you've never been here before, thanks for stopping by. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. What we're doing today, guys, is we're doing some cutting. My last video, I showed you that I was splitting for the last time with the Wolfe Ridge vertical splitter. So now I'm over here cutting by the Wolfe Ridge 28 Pro C. Really, all of this wood that's over by the 28C is the oldest wood that I have. So it's best for me to go ahead and split that now. That way it's not rotting away. Also, it will be very, very dry when it comes to selling this fall. So we got a lot of cutting to do ahead of us. I'll show you what we got. So this is a lot of the older wood that I have. Some of this is new, like that came from that big oak that me and Everett cut down. But what I'm doing is I'm pulling with the tractor, pulling from this pile over here and just kind of setting up where I can cut. I have this nice little pile right here in front of the Wolfe Ridge, so I just cut it, roll it, split it right into the bucket. The saws that we're using today is the Stihl MS 462 with the 25-inch bar, and the Stihl MS 400C with a 20-inch bar. I'm going to start with the 462 first. Once I get tired, I can go and pull out the 400C. I really think having two saws, one like a little bit heavier, faster, and one a little bit smaller but a little slower, is the perfect balance. Because if you get tired, you go to the small saw, you feel like you got plenty of energy again, then you can jump back to that 462 or the bigger saw. I've hand filed both of these chains. We're all gassed up and lubed up, so let's get to cutting. All right, guys, so the first thing I'm gonna cut is I'm gonna noodle this big oak round up so I can get out of the way, and then I'm just gonna eat at this pile right here. I put all the logs on two 4x4 runners so they're off the ground, so I shouldn't hit the ground at all. One thing I can say about noodling, I feel like the saw cuts way better if I don't dog it in. It just lets it eat and go down. A big thing too, which I've looked at, is getting a bigger cover so it lets the wood shavings fly out, because this thing does seem to get stopped up quite a bit with noodling. But the covers are way too expensive, so I'm not gonna mess with that. But we'll get these out of the way and we'll do some cutting on the little stuff. One thing I'll tell you guys, I put this on my video a while ago. This is just a mini chainsaw, but it accepts DeWalt batteries. And a viewer mentioned to me that they've bought something similar to this and it actually messed up the batteries. So I'm actually just trying to own one of my old DeWalt batteries, not one of my new ones. But guys, this is an old DeWalt battery and it doesn't hold that great of a charge. But I've used this 3 or 4 times now and I still have battery. It might die today, but the DeWalt battery lasts way longer than any other China battery that comes with these saws. So that's just something to think about. Let's go and get these guys marked here. We're all marked up. Let's get back to it. Well, I got majority of this cut up. I have to move a couple pieces here and there to get all of it. All right, so I got everything viewable where I can cut it. I'm gonna cut this, and then we'll do some splitting. There it is, guys. We got all that cut up. I was gonna cut all this big stuff over here, but my 462 chain has gotten pretty dull, so I'm gonna have to sharpen that before I take those on. But also, it's so hot out here. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start splitting. Y'all can see that I'm in the shade over here, but it's just so hot and humid. I'm having trouble breathing. I'm out of shape, I know that, but still, I'm like huffing and puffing. So I'm gonna go ahead and split what's here. This should be enough wood to get me my half a cord that I still need for last week, and then next time we cut and split, it will be for the full cord of this week. Here's the setup, guys. We got the Wolfe Ridge 28 Pro C splitting into the old conveyor, and this is a belt driven conveyor, into the firewood bucket. This is now my process. I don't use trailers anymore. This is what works best for me. So these first couple of pieces are big round quarter, guys. And whenever you do this, you make a nice flat surface on all 4 pieces. And it's a big advantage with the Wolfe Ridge because the Wolfe Ridge has a flat surface. So when you send it through, it's gonna be all nice square or rectangle pieces. So watch this. Square pieces. Well, she's overflowing, and you might think I'm dumb for this, and I might be, but I'll tell you the reasoning for why I did this. One, my tractor has the grapple on it, and now that I've got all this cut up, I can use the grapple to move all these chunks that I'm not going to split and bring in new logs for next time. Also, my truck is in the way, so I'd have to move that out to get the tractor hooked up, move it, dump it, then come back, put those on. So that's the reason I did this. I'm going to say this is definitely close to the half cord that I need. What I have over here is just all knotty pieces that I'm not going to split. Those are good right there. I'm just leaving those for now because they're not in the way. But I'm going to bring the tractor in here and scoop all this up and get it out of my way. And then I'm going to load some more logs from over here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move these 4x4, get them out of the way. That way I can just use my tractor to scoop. It's nice having these 4x4s, guys, because you always have wood off the ground. I got another nice pile here, starting to dwindle away here. Now it's time to pick up the bucket and go dump it, and then come back and load it again. There we are, guys. It's all in the bucket. Everything off the ground. Not quite a bucket there, but there was definitely a lot more in that other bucket. More than I usually fill it up. Because I allowed it to pile against this pile. So it kind of packed itself. But let's go dump it. All right, guys, I am now caught up for last week. It's only Saturday, so I have tomorrow, Sunday, to knock out my quarter of the week for this week. Make sure you keep up with your goals, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.